So I want to answer this question that I received in my email from a new trader. Okay, just getting involved in Nadex, and basically what he wanted to know was, should he start focusing more on spreads or should he start focusing on binaries, and which one is more profitable? Now, to kind of answer that question, it really isn't one size fits all. There's a lot of people that can make money in binaries. There's a lot of people that can make money in spreads. It just really depends on who you are as a trader, what you're more comfortable with. Now, I knew right from day one that I didn't want to trade spreads. As soon as I gave them a try, I knew that this wasn't going to be for me. And to me, in my opinion, I don't think spreads really have much of an advantage. And that's just how I feel about it from my experience, right? Now, I'm going to break it down. For you guys that may not understand completely how spreads work, I'm just going to briefly explain to you, right? Now, when it comes down to spreads, you basically have a floor, which is the lowest that the price can go, and then you have a ceiling, which is the highest that the price can go, okay? And you're basically saying, will price move closer to that floor, or will it move closer to the ceiling by the given expiration? And the distance between the two is how much you make in dollar amounts, right? So if I want to buy the market right now, and I'm saying, let's just say I want to select this contract right here, right? So just to kind of show you guys as an example, if I wanted to put on a trade right now, you can see it's kind of like 50-50, right? My max loss would be 54. My max profit would be 46. It's kind of like at the money because this is where the price currently is, right? It's right around this area. So I have a 50-50 chance of the price moving closer to this strike or this strike or this price, right? So that's basically how the concept works. Now, by the expiration, the difference between the two, that'll be the dollar amount that you get paid. Now, this is really where the disadvantage comes into play, in my opinion, right? You guys really understand this isn't like an all or nothing type of thing, like kind of similar to how the binaries are. With binaries, it's like all or nothing. You either win or you lose. But with these, the market has to move for you to make money. In all instances, it doesn't matter what you do, the market has to move for you to make money. So this is where the disadvantage comes in, because you guys got to remember, you have an expiration and you also have a cap on how much you can actually make on the trade. So if you're gonna trade the markets that way, then you might as well just trade on a regular forex broker. You don't want to do it here on Nadex because you have too many things factoring in. Why would you want to put a time and a cap on your trade? It's already hard enough to decide the direction, and the market has to move in that direction. And now you have to factor in the time it's going to take to get there. Also, even if the market goes through the roof, it has a huge breakout, you're still going to make a limited amount of money. You're not even going to be able to capitalize on that huge movement. And it does work on the downside as well. There's a breakout to the downside, then your risk is also limited. The disadvantages definitely outweigh the advantages. Now, a lot of people, they utilize the spreads to kind of hedge their positions in their other portfolios, which is perfectly fine. But if you're just trading regular spreads by themselves outright, then you're just doing yourself an injustice, because you might as well just trade on a regular forex broker. You have to worry about all of those factors. Now, another thing that I didn't mention is spreads are typically more expensive to trade. Okay, it takes longer for the trade to go into profit because they have a higher bid-ask spread. Also, if you're trading one contract, you're not really going to see that much money. Most of the time, you're going to have to do several contracts just to make it worth it. Okay, so like I said, guys, it's up to you. I don't like to utilize the spreads, especially if I'm trading forex. Now, if you're trading indices on spreads, you might have a little bit more of an edge because they are typically cheaper to trade. Like, for instance, if I wanted to trade the US 500 or the S&P 500 on Nadex, it'd be a little bit more cheaper than if I were trading on NinjaTrader or TradeStation or something like that, right? So it kind of does have its advantage in that sense. But still, you have to factor in the time and the cap on how much you can make. It just isn't worth it to me.